Hi, fifth graders. This week's grammar lesson is a lot like some of the things we've done in DOL throughout the whole year, but anyway, there are a couple of new things I want to point out. So if you'll get your grammar book and turn to page 140, this is about comparing with adjectives. Now, this whole time we've been on quarantine, online instruction, we've been talking about different things about adjectives. And lesson 31 is talking about comparing these adjectives. So if you look at the information at the top, we all know that an adjective has different forms for comparing. You use either ER or form of the word or the word more to compare just two people, places, things, or ideas. And you use EST form of a word or the word most to compare more than two people, places, things, or ideas. So if you look at those notes, it says one-syllable adjectives and some two-syllable adjectives, you add the ER form or the EST. So this is kind of a little bit of a change to the rule, but if you look at the example sentences, Asian elephants are smaller than African elephants. Well, of all land mammals, elephants are heaviest. Always use more and most to compare adjectives with three or more syllables. So in the past, up through fifth grade, you just talked about whether it was one thing or more than one thing, but now we're even adding in whether it has one or two syllables versus three or more syllables. Always use more and most to compare adjectives with three or more syllables. Elephants are more intelligent than giraffes. Elephants are the most enormous land animals. When you add the ER or the EST to an adjective, the spelling may change. And you can see some of the examples there. Tame, to tamer, to tamest. Well, that's pretty much the same. But look at busy. Busy, busier. You drop the Y, change it to I, and add ER or EST. And then sad to sadder, you actually have to add another D, and saddest. Do not use ER or EST together with the words more or most. This would be incorrect. An African elephant's ears are more larger than an Asian elephant's. We wouldn't say that. Now, the good news is most of this you would recognize just by being a good English speaker. And the other good part about this is we have done this skill many, many times in DOL over this year. So most of these you will be able to just automatically pick out. Now, practice A on page 140 is just a spelling thing. So you can kind of look over that, but don't feel like you have to write all those down. I would maybe circle the ones that you have to add a more or a most to. And I will tell you that there are 4 of those that you would have to add a more or a most to. So try to pick those out. The B section is you're given the adjective in the parentheses, and you're just supposed to add either the ER or the EST or the more or the most. Now, I do not have it down in the assignment pages for you to do page 140 and 141. What I have down is for you to actually do page 142, which is just like DOL. So that's the page I want you to do. But if you feel like you need a little extra practice and you want to do 140 and 141 just for some enrichment or just for some extra practice, go right ahead. I'll probably, when I go over my answers for page 142, I will go over 140 and 141 just for kicks and giggles and just to see how many of you could find the ones that you added more or most to. I will tell you in B, 1, 2, 3 will need a more or a most. So that's the main thing I'm looking for you to be able to do for 140 and 141 is just see if you can pick out the ones that you would add more or most to and circle those numbers. And the page that I actually want you to do is page 142. And you do that just like DOL. You just make the corrections like DOL. Okay? So, more and most. Pretty easy. Have a good week. Bye.